All is one PA Finley Anonymous, the universe, coming at you live on this beautiful Wednesday afternoon. Just about 1:05 p.m. June 2nd, 2021. Bay Area, California, USA. Sending an atomic mushroom cloud explosion of love all across the globe. At the same time, we're going to go ahead and give Mother Earth that claw squeeze hug that we like to give her. Hi, Mother Earth. Mother Earth, original Big Mama. Yay. Thank you, Mother Earth, for doing everything you've done, doing, and will do. Excuse me. We're going to dive right into this. This is going to be part 4, so I'm going to skip the shout-outs. But we're going to go ahead and get the daps out. I don't know what that is. All right, so figured I'd do something. You know what I mean? So this is going to be part 4 to the biggest picture. I'm going to go ahead and I left off with coming up with the solution to solving the problem with what you did, because you was there in the beginning of everything. So, and remember, all of creation is in constant praise of you, as a matter of fact, because you was there. You was in the beginning. So we all were. All is one. But the point is that you have to understand that all of creation understands the illusion of creation, the thoughts that creation is, understands that if God, the one, the universe, hey, God, one side of the heads, the universe tails, the one is the ridges. I can work with that. We got a new little Trinity thing going. All right. Excuse me. Got to get over it. You got to understand that all of creation, which is duality, because there's the one and the two. That's it. That's really all there is, really. And then the duality is illusory. It's mirage-like. Because it's not all is one. That's the reality. So, in the beginning, just to recap, in the beginning, God said, let there be light. And then that's for the theology, and then for the Big Bang, for science is the Big Bang. So pretty much the same thing, two different viewpoints of the same thing. We gotta understand that all that is the God imagining, the one imagining being two. That's the secret. That's how God made something from nothing. And God imagined the one being two, and split in half, But see, at first, I'm gonna give you some history right quick. At first, I imagined God splitting God's self in half. That was my introduction into this reasoning. At first, I was like, God made God's self too. God divided God's self and said, put one part of himself over there and put one part over there. It's like, okay. It's all me, positive, negative. in, out, up, down, duality. It's all me. It's all one. So at first that's how I came. I was getting further. I was being dunked. I was dunking myself like I dunked you guys. I dunked myself in. I threw myself into it, to the abyss. And that's the reason. I was through the visions, the images, God separating God's self. God was one, and then God made God's self too. That was that was like, okay, because that makes more sense now. And I was like, okay, this is how God was. But the only problem with that is, first of all, that's pretty violent. Which, the Big Bang, explosions, I get it, right? But now it's about how do you do that? Oh my God. How do you take the abyss and divide the abyss? And how do you split the abyss in half like the Red Sea? How do you part it like that? You need space. Where does the space come from? In order to divide the thing, you need to have something in between the thing to separate the thing. Where you gonna get that from? And so there was constant. I was like, I mean, that was cool, right? But it wasn't the biggest picture. See, you gotta keep going. You gotta keep going. It's a big picture. Don't get me wrong. God divided God's self in half. Yay! Okay, God. Just ripping oneself. I was like, man, that's a violent. I'm thinking there's a better way. I just thought there was a better way. That's all I knew. I was like, man, that sounds horribly painful. But when you're in the abyss for an eternity, it's almost like being trapped, like an animal being trapped. What is the claws, the bear claws? Thought of that. I don't know. But you're knowing, it's like the knowing off the hand and the foot. It's like knowing it off to get away. Because eternity, sitting with all this power and can't do nothing with it, and just sitting with it, dude, that forever. Okay, so at first, like I already said in the last, part 3, I said, matter of fact, might have been part 2, but in this series, I said that heaven turned into hell. Dude, I could see it, heaven being like the first half of eternity. But God bless it, by the time it gets to the last quarter, dude, that's got to be some hell. Right? That's got to be some hell. So, so I was like, you know what? I mean, I get it, because that's a way. We want to know a way. We want to know how. We want to know how. That's what I'm seeking for. How is this possible? How is all this possible? How is this? Because it's like, it's got to be a way. It's got to be a reason. It's got to be a purpose. It's got to be something. It can't be just sitting here. We can't just be sitting here doing this. So I was like, yeah, God could have did it that way, but I'm thinking God is sharper than that. I remember my brother doing a little small sidebar, but it's contained. My brother Jason had a stroke a few years ago, but he's pretty much all the way back. It's a miracle. This dude's so blessed. He comes back from anything, this guy. He's like, anyway. So, of fact, let me get over here, get out the way. And I was like, man, I wish I could remember like you. Shoot, you remember better than me. Your memory is better than me, and you had a stroke. I didn't even have a stroke. And your memory better than mine. So I was like, man, I think I need to have a stroke just to elevate my memory to yours. And he was like, yeah, but no, bro. You might want to Google that or something. You might want to Google that or something, bro. You don't go through all of that, what I went through. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm kind of like thinking with the God, like all is one. So there's nothing else, dude. Once you really get into that mentality of nothing else, dude, it's all you. So there's nothing else. So at first, like I said, man, God ripped Godself in half. Can you imagine? Even if that was the case, and that's how God put it down, the ripping process would still be ongoing. That's where they talk about whether the universe is still expanding, because the universe is still being ripped apart. It's like an eternity of rip. There's got to be a better way. Hey, doggy. Hi, man. Getting that air. Yeah, with the tongue hanging. Oh, my God. He's so happy right now. What's up, dog? So, I'm going to pause. No, I can't pause because pause. Anyway, no, I'm gonna keep going right now because that's the reason why I'm trying to. Anyway, that's a whole other conversation, you guys. So I kept diving deep. I was like, let me go further because there's always more. See, that's the thing. I'm talking about the biggest picture. I'm talking about the biggest picture now. Anyway, I'm talking about the biggest picture now. But next month, I'm going to be talking about something else. Ain't no telling. Because there's always more. So, I kept further, man. I kept diving. And I came to the conclusion. Thus far. Again, more. That God thought it up. This is God thinking. So, that clicked with everything else. It just click. Science and everything, energy and matter and energy and thoughts. Dude, bits and pieces and particles of thought. It's just, even in the science community is like in agreement of this. You know what I mean? Like, but just 1 second, you guys. Back on up. Got to focus up now. I need to be focused up all the time. Cool. Get back here a little bit further. So now let's bring it all the way back to the solar system, the Milky Way galaxy, the solar system that we call the solar system, sun, Earth. And listen, I've already in one of my earlier videos talked about humanity. Planet Earth being like an amusement park. Even the solar system. But like a planet Earth, the solar system is like an amusement park. And planet Earth is one of the rides. And each one of the planets is a different ride. And you're beams of light. We're beams of light energy coming from the sun. Okay? And life itself enters the solar system through the sun. Life, living God particles, if you will. God thought, enters into the sun, created for the purpose of having freaking fun. The solar system. It's listen, out of all the places, they're different. Each solar system, there's like 1 million solar systems in the Milky Way galaxy. Each one of them have purpose. Each one of them has a thing, a design, a way to go. This solar system is like an amusement park. This is where you go to have fun, to let it go, to forget everything. Just like an amusement park. You go there, and you go to forget your job, problems, worries. You go to have some fun. Let it go. You let it go and let it hang out. Right? That's what the solar system is. The planet Earth is a ride, and the ride of planet Earth is the land of forgetfulness. This is where you go to forget everything. This is that ride. All rides has different levels of forgetfulness, but this is the one where it's a clean slate. This is the, like you got the Ferris wheel, you got all your rides. Each planet has a certain aspect. Like, oh, I'm gonna go over there. Yeah, let's go. I'm gonna get in this line. You know what I mean? And wait on that one. But Earth is the cream of the freaking crop. It is the mega ride. Because this is where you forget every freaking thing. You forget who you are, were, will be, all of it. You forget who you are. And it's an eye blink out of your existence, so it's like this, bam, right over. What? I just went in there. Yeah, but it's a lifetime. Saturday 90 years, you just eye blink. And you like, and you got some that's like, you know how it is. You get them rides. You want to go again. You want to get back on that one. That was awesome. And this is you here on Earth. Now, purpose is changing. The solar system itself is changing. Everything is in flux right now. The purpose pretty much was an amusement park. See, you gotta understand. The reason why everything changes is because thought, the original thought, which is like in alignment with the one, God, the universe, you know what I mean? The coin, it's constantly thinking. See, we gotta understand, bro, this is constantly being unfolded. And ideas do. I mean, you taking nebulas from this and putting them together and coming up with ideas, dude. About what could be and where we could go and what else is there. I've done this 15 billion trillion gazillion times. Now let me do something. Let me think about something else now. Let me change it up. Let me figure something else out. I've solved all these problems. I'm a problem solver. Where's the next problem? And it's all glorious. See, we're in this little grain of sand, the solar system. It's a grain of freaking sand on the beach of the universe. Dude, the fact that God is paying attention to this, and the only way I say the only way, that's me being human. The only way. Oh, cut it out. Every way. You know what I mean? Like, and each and every one of us, and we're like grains of sand on the beach. That is a grain of sand on the beach. That is a grain of sand on the. This thing goes both macro to the macro, goes both ways. It never ends. It's a spiral within a spiral within a spiral within a spiral. Dude, it just. Where, dude, thought, the original imagination. And so now I'm bringing it in. This biggest picture. I got to go to the biggest picture, then bigger pictures, bigger picture, big picture. And then all the way, remember, the goal is to get to your point of view. All the way down to the grain of sand. Of a grain of sand, of a grain of sand, of a grain of sand, of a grain of sand. All the way in. We're bringing it in. We're bringing it in. I'm going to end this video. I guess I'll entitle it in reference to the pictures. Picture 1. That's what I'm going to have to do. So I'm going to switch it up from parts to pictures. Maybe not. Maybe I'll leave it alone. But this one is going to be in reference to the solar system. Okay, I'm bringing it in. I brought it all. I mean, I could have posted up on the galaxy. I didn't want to post up that. You know, I'm trying to bring this thing in. Because all of this is in reference to the purpose of the African American. It's the craziest thing. I know you guys are like, how in the world are you going to relate all this to the African American? Well, follow the program and you'll see the connection, because the dots is going to connect. But I'm doing it this way because otherwise I'm going to have to explain all this anyway. We have to go beyond what we think this. We have to imagine more than this. Surely, physically, on the physical universe, dude, this thing is stupid. We don't even exist compared to the rest of the universe. Do you understand what that means? On the physical, we ain't talking about spiritual, mental, emotional, none of the other dimensions, just this one. We don't even exist. And when it comes to this planet, this little, next to the rest of the universe, we don't even exist. We're not even here. But we think this is everything. Imagine that. That's that power of forgetfulness. That's the power of the illusion of this. It's the ride. It's the amusement park ride. That's how powerful. That's how good it is. And catch me getting back in line. I'm telling you, it's like a shot in the arm, dude. Like what? Whoo! Forget everything. And that's one thing God didn't know. We talk about knowledge. The one thing God didn't know and wanted to know was not knowing. God wanted to know that too. So, God wanted to know how not to know. We got it. Copy that. So listen, I'm going to go ahead and end this because obviously my program, I thought it was going to make noises through my phone, but it's not. So my DoorDash is on pause. I can tell because I ain't had a hit since I've been talking to you guys. So it doesn't like other programs running at the same time. I'm going to have to fix this because I'm trying to multitask So that's what I'm gonna do. Like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think about this. I'm bringing it in. I'm bringing it to the human. The next conversation, the next chapter, the next part is going to be on humanity. We already brought it to the solar system. We already brought it to planet Earth. We know what this is going on. We know what's happening now. Now, why are we here? What's the purpose? Where are we going? Is there a purpose, or is this just a ride? Is the purpose to have fun? We'll talk about that on the next one. Y'all know what time it is. Be beautiful as you are. Peace, and one is all.